Hey everyone, Cheryl here. Happy Saturday. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's pouring down rain here, and it has been for last 2 days now. We just had a thunderstorm roll through, which is kind of unheard of for us. We usually don't get lightning and thunder, but it was kind of cool. So I'm snuggled in today and felt like making a cozy Christmas card, and so that's why I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I wanted to take a minute and talk about the products I'm using. By the way, if you're new to my channel, my name's Cheryl. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, a fairly new one, just joined this year, and I'm absolutely loving it, having the time of my life with all these great products. I don't know what took me so long to discover it, but I'm glad I did. So I have, I'm looking at the Stampin' Up! Mini catalog for let's see, the August to December mini catalog, and the product I'm using is the Merry Moose bundle, and you can find that on page 27. By the way, if you would like a catalog from me free of charge, I'd be happy to ship it to you. Just head over to my website, cardsbycheryl.com, and there's a link to request a catalog, and I will send it to you free of charge. So here's the Merry Moose bundle. And it comes with if you buy the bundle, it comes with this really handy punch, and which I love. It's so easy to make. It's just really easy to use. And then the stamp set is really cute too. And it's got, you can use the punch, like today I'm using the punch without stamping anything on it. But if you wanted to stamp, you could stamp the moose outline, and then there's also another stamp to fill in the moose body, so you can get the details or you can have it plain. Either way, it's pretty cool. So I am gonna get started now that I've shown you. Oh, and I also used, this is from Memory Box, I believe. Yeah, and it's called the Stitched Frame, and I love it because it leaves this little decorative edge around it. Oh, and so here's the card we're gonna make. I just think it's super cozy, and it makes me want to go grab a cup of hot cocoa and snuggle in with a good book. Enjoy the stillness of the season is the sentiment I chose to put in here. But isn't that cute? So I'm going to show you how fast this card comes together. Oh, and the other stuff I used was the paper, designer series paper called In Good Taste. And this is gorgeous paper. I mean, double-sided, 12 by 12, all different kinds of wood grains and different textiles, some brick patterns. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, I didn't want to cut it beautiful. So anyway, that's the paper I'm using. And then I'm also using Cherry Cobbler red cardstock. Okay, let's get started here. Let me clear this stuff away. Don't mind my messy office. I'm getting a she shed, you guys. My husband's finally going to build me one. And we just had the guy over, I call him the guy. He's actually a good friend of ours who's a builder. And he's going to come help us do it on his free time. And so we're going to stick build it. We're not going to use a kit or anything. And I'm super excited because it's going to become my very own personal craft space, which, as you can see, I'm in desperate need of. Okay. Let's get started here. So first things first, cardstock base. I like to do folds a little different sometimes. So this card is a top folding card, but I'm actually going to make this one a side folding card. And so I pre-scored it. And then I'm just going to get it nice and crisp on the edge there. And then this is a piece of cherry cobbler that I also pre-cut just to save some time. And I just take a 1/4 inch off each side so that it leaves a little bit of a white trim. And then the glue that I like to use is this art glitter glue. It's just my favorite. I just bought a big refill bottle of it so I could, except I forgot to put my pin back. And if you don't do that, it clogs. There we go. Okay. Put this down on the card base, just like so. Then I cut a piece of designer series paper out of the In Good Taste, and now I'm going to use that die, which I put over here, to cut out. And I just eyeball it. I just kind of lay it in the center and figure out whereabouts I want it. I don't do any measuring at all. Take it over here. Run that through really quick. Oh, where'd it go? Must still be on the, yeah. I saved, see, it cuts out the centerpiece, which also has the stitched edging on it, so you can use this for other projects if you want. But there we have our cute little frame. And then the next thing I do is I pop it up for dimension, and I use craft foam for this. And I just went ahead and cut some strips that I'm going to glue down like so. Grab my tweezers. I use tweezers for everything. Okay, there's one. And we're going to have to do a little bit of trimming here. Get on there. Like so. Back in. And I like to get it as close to the edge as possible, so that there's no warping of the paper. Once it gets through the mail, it gets through that machine that presses it. Is it gonna fit? Nope. I feel a sneeze coming on. Okay, so there we have that. Next, we need to, this is also designer series paper. It's from the Plaid Tidings paper pack. It's a 6x6, and I adore this print. And this paper pack's really nice because you can use it for pretty much any occasion. It's got some great fall colors in there, some Halloween colors, some Christmas colors. What I'm looking for now is my little tree. So I pre-cut him and put him somewhere. Let me grab another one. The other thing I like about this card too is the kind of the black and white component of it. So that's going to go down. We're going to tuck it inside, but we need to get this on first. So the easiest way to do that is to just kind of put this where you think you're going to want it, like so, and center this down like so. Make sure it's going to be in the place you want it. It is. So we're going to glue this down first. And then we're going to glue this down. And while the glue is still wet, make sure that you have it in the right position. We do. Okay, now we can get it stuck really good. A little bit more glue there. See how easy this is? I'm going to glue this down. Okay, next we need to do our mousse punch. And I keep all kinds of scrap papers. This is just a scrap piece of black. And flip it over, punch it through there. Isn't that awesome? I just love these punches. So now that's where he goes. And now we're going to use another punch. And this is called the, oh my gosh, what is this called? The label maker die, I believe. And I'm going to take this little piece of paper that I pre-cut. These have grooves starting with, I think it's a 1/4 inch. Let me measure really fast. Or 1/2 inch. So this bottom groove is a 1/2 inch. Then it pops up to 3/4, and then it takes a full inch. So it's really nice how this works. And so you just slide it in. I cut these 2 inches by 3/4 of an inch, and you just slide it in like so. You can flip it over and look at the back to make sure you have it seated correctly, and just, it makes making flags super easy. Look at that. Okay, grab my mousse stamp set, which has been very well loved already, and clear block, stick him on there. My favorite black ink for sentiments is Versifine. It just comes out really crisp, I think. And then I'm gonna just boom, like that. Clean off my stamp. And then this little holly leaf is from a different stamp set that I can't even remember. It's so old. So, but I found it and I just stuck it in my mousse kit because I figured I'd use it more. And then I'm gonna do this. Beautiful. Put him back in there. I'm stamping for the moment. And then I just grabbed a couple Copics, a red and a green. And I'm just gonna color that in, just for a little pop of color. There. Okay. So next we need to add some dimensionals to the back of the mousse, and I'm going to use the minis. We don't need to put them everywhere. We just need to put them like on this part of his head and his neck. So let's do one more right there. Then we're going to put some glue on his legs. Come on. You can have them face either direction, if, by the way. When you get ready to put them on, just make a decision. Tuck him down. We're almost done. This is going to go up there. Put some glue across the top. Tack him down. And then the final step, well, actually not the, we have to do the inside still, but this is the braided linen trim. And I just make a little bow. This is the nicest trim too. It's very rustic looking. I love it. Just tie a quick little bow. Trim off the edges. And I like to just kind of shape it a little bit. I like to tug it so that the ends are pointing in the direction I want them to. Actually, I think this bow is a little bit too big. And then I'm going to take a little glue dot with my Take Your Pick tool. If you don't have one of these, it's like a necessity in the craft room. You will use the heck out of it. And then I don't like this one being longer than the other, so I'm just going to trim that down. Oh my gosh, how fast did that go together? So next thing we need to do is just make our sentiment. And the sentiments that come with this stamp set are actually pretty cute. I decided to do Enjoy the Stillness of the Season in this first card. And so this one, I think I'm just going to do, Have a Cozy Christmas. And the other thing I like to do is place, because I tend to write a lot in my cards when I send them. And if you place the sentiment right in the center, where some greeting cards usually have them, there doesn't leave much room. So I like to not stamp on the inside. I stamp on a, here we go. This is just a piece of Whisper White, cut a 1/4 inch off each side so that it fits just inside the base. And I like to put the sentiment in a random location. Like this one I'm going to put right there. And then I have this whole real estate space to do my writing. And you could dress it up. You could put another little holly sprig there if you wanted to, or some evergreen boughs or something if you wanted to make it a little fancier inside. So we're just going to tack this down. A little bit of glue. I use my tweezers so that I don't get glue all over my hands. I have like a thing about that. There. Merry Christmas. Isn't it cute? I love it. Okay, guys. That's it for me. Would love to have you as customers, so head on over to my website. And if you're interested in any of these products, you can get them through my online store at Stampin' Up, cardsbycheryl.com, and there's a link to shop with me there. There is a host code on the homepage that you could use when you order. And if you order over $150 worth, you should not use the host code because you'll get some different rewards for spending that much money. So would love to have you as a customer. And if you are not interested in buying the products, but you would like to make these cards, there is a kit available in my Etsy store that you can buy. This do-it-yourself card kit. Everything's stamped for you, but you just kind of assemble it, put it together like I did just now. And that's for sale on my Etsy store. So hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.